Hey, my friends, if you are looking for a faster, a better way to grow and scale your online business, you very likely do not need another course or to be reading more books about how to grow your business. What you need instead is a personalized, cohesive growth strategy for your business, along with one-on-one coaching and group coaching support and accountability to help you every step of the way. Well, that's exactly what my Accelerator coaching program delivers for you. Accelerator is an intimate 12-month rolling open enrollment. So it's ongoing open enrollment, personalized coaching program, and mastermind experience for established online course creators and coaches who want to take the guesswork out of optimizing and grow towards a profitable 7-figure plus business without more anxiety, without more stress, and hours spent in front of the computer. Okay. Accelerator is about thinking differently and bigger about your business, about your team, your funnels, your ads, your vision, et cetera, so that you can create more profit, more impact with less hustle. So Accelerator is application only. And again, this is rolling, ongoing, open enrollment. So if you want to learn more and apply, just go to rickmulready.com/accelerator. Hey, my friend, welcome to the Art of Online Business podcast. My name is Rick Mulready, and I'm an online business coach. I'm an ads expert, and most importantly, I'm a dad. And this show is where we help established online course creators and coaches create more profit, more impact with less hustle. All right, let's get into it. Hey, what's up, my friends? Rick here. Welcome to another quick tip episode here on the podcast. Today, what I thought I would do is take you behind the scenes of a recent coaching call that I had with one of our Accelerator coaching members. So every other week within Accelerator, we do what we call the AMA calls, Ask Me Anything calls. So we carve out a couple hours on my calendar and people sign up for 10-minute coaching slots. And, they bring a specific issue that they want to chat through with me, and we dive right into it. And this question in particular, I wanted to share with you because it is so common that people want to know the answer to this question. So I figured I'd share it with you here today and kind of take you through my process for how we get to the bottom of answering this question. So they wanted to know so this person does launches in their business. They do a couple launches a couple different times a year. And they wanted to know how many launch registrations that they would need in order to hit their launch goals or launch revenue goals this year. And then, which I love this question, how can they get to that lead goal, that registration goal, if their ads budget is smaller? Like they've cut back on ad spend. And so it's like, okay, well, whatever that registration goal number is, how do we reach that without it all coming from ads? And so what we do, the first thing that we do with this is, okay, let's establish a benchmark, right? So what we did was we looked at this person's past launches and whether they're going to be just repeating the same sort of launch. The first launch that they did with this was 12% lead to sale conversion rate. So what I want to know here is, number one, how many people registered for the launch? And then number two, how many sales they had from out of that number. So, and what that's going to do is we take the number of people who purchased divided by the total number of registrants, and that's going to give you your lead to sale conversion rate. So what percentage of the people who registered ended up purchasing, right? And so in this case here for this person, it was 12%, which, by the way, is a very good lead to sale conversion rate. It all depends on the price of your offer, right? But if you're in sort of, and this person has a lower priced offer, by the way, under $150. And so if you're in that, I mean, if you're selling again, this is going to really differ a lot by whatever the price of your offer is. But if you're in that sort of, I would say 3 to 7% lead to sale conversion rate, you're doing extremely well. And again, that's going to differ by price. Like obviously the higher priced offer that you have, the lead to sale conversion rate usually will be less. So in this person's case here, they had a lead to sale conversion rate of 12%. And so I say, okay, great. Next launch, same information. How do we glean that? How many registrants were registered for that launch? How many people purchased? And their lead to sale conversion rate on this particular launch was 9%. So we were using the data from those two launches. So we said, okay, first launch, lead to sale conversion rate was 12%. So again, what percentage of the registrants from a launch ended up purchasing? 12% for that first launch, 9% for that second launch. So we said, okay, let's take a very loose average here of, let's just call it 10%. So let's use 10% as our benchmark lead to sale conversion rate. So let's take a revenue number of say like $400,000. Okay. So, all right, we want to generate $400,000 from my launches this year. Okay, great. Now what we do is we take $400,000 in revenue divided by the price of our offer. And that's going to give you how many customers that you need to have, how many sales that you need to have in order to generate $400,000 in revenue. Okay. And so let's just say, just for simplicity's sake, let's just say that the number of sales we need to make in order to hit $400,000 in revenue is 3,000 sales. Okay. So we need to have 3,000 people purchase our offer this year. Okay, cool. Now we have that number. So now we have these numbers here. Again, this is all about data, my friends. We're just, all we're doing here is using the data to make a prediction, make a hypothesis on, all right, if we use our past data to make some educated guesses based on our next launch or the next couple of promotions or whatever it is that you're doing, evergreen, what have you, this is going to lead to an understanding of, all right, how many leads do I need to have, right? So we say, okay, we need to have 3,000 people purchasing this year in order to hit our $400,000 goal. Okay, cool. Our lead to sale conversion rate, remember the average was 10%. So what we do is we take 3,000 sales, 3,000 people divided by 10%, which gives you 30,000 registrants. So we need 30,000 people to register for the launches that are happening this year. If we are going off of the educated guess that we're going to be able to convert 10% of them, which is 3,000, in order to hit our $400,000 goal. Does that make sense? So now we have a number. All right, we need to hit 30,000 leads or 30,000 registrations for our launches this year. Okay, cool. Now what we can do is we can say, well, where are we going to get those 30,000 leads? How big is our email? So now we start looking at what are all my lead sources, right? So we have our email list, if we do a podcast, if you do social media, if you do ads, what are all of our lead sources? And then we look at it and say, okay, well, we need 30,000 people to register because I'm going to convert 10% of those people, which is going to give me my 3,000 sales, which is going to allow me to hit my $400,000 in revenue goal. Let's just say my email list is 10,000 people. And let's just say I can get a quarter of those people. Again, simplicity's sake here. All right, 2,500 people. So we take 2,500 away from that 30,000 people. So now I'm at, okay, I still need to come up with 27,500 people. Now I have a podcast. How many leads can I drive from my podcast to register for this particular launch? You pick a number. Let's just say it's 2,000. So now I'm down to 25,500 leads that I still need to come up with. So this is the process for how you do it. And then you say, okay, well, I have a really strong social media presence. All right, now I'm going to generate, I don't know, whatever, just for simplicity's sake, 500 people. So now I have 25,000 registrations that I need to figure out how I'm going to get. And let's just say that, all right, I'm going to shoot for 25,000 registrations from Facebook and Instagram ads. So this is where you start to get into, all right, if I'm paying $4 a lead, let's just say, well, there's $100,000 in ad spend. So you'd say, all right, well, if I spend $100,000 in ad spend, plus whatever you're paying your ads manager, if that's the case, in order to make 400,000, do you want to, like, you're 4Xing ish your investment in ads based on your revenue. So all I'm doing here is running numbers. All I'm doing here is using past numbers to make an educated guess about what can happen in the future. And the cool thing is with this is, like, you just start playing around with these numbers. Like, what happens if I increase that 10% lead to sale conversion rate to 15%? Okay, cool. Now how many leads do I need to get? Now how many registrations do I need to get in order to hit that revenue number? So you get to start playing around with this. What I would do is I would throw this into a Google spreadsheet with some formulas and just start playing around with these numbers. And this particular person here that I was coaching is currently running lead ads to build their email list, and they're getting very, very good lead costs on their lead magnet. And so I was like, well, if you're getting that kind of lead cost right now, let's keep building your list that way, because whenever you do, a live event like a webinar or a live challenge or whatever it is, it's always going to be more expensive than a simple download, right? So let's continue to build that email list so that at a very, very cost-effective rate, nurture those people. And then how can we get people on our email list to register for our webinar or our challenge or our event or whatever it is that you're doing? Okay. So that's really all it is. So in answering the question of how many launch registrations do I need to hit my launch goals this year, and how can I achieve that number if my ads budget is smaller, that's how you go about trying to determine it. And the cool thing is you just start playing with some of those numbers, and then now you have you set some very specific goals of, okay, I want to grow the email list before the launch to this number, and I want to be nurturing them, and I want to be getting open rates and click rates at this, at these levels. You start to hone in on, you start to really get very specific with your marketing efforts. And this is what one way that gives you clarity on what exactly to be focusing on in your business as you create this marketing system, so that you can start improving on your sales system of, all right, 10% lead to sale. What happens if I bump it up to 15%? What happens if I double it to 20%? Right? That's where it starts to get fun. So you just start playing around with the numbers, look at historical numbers, use the historical numbers to create an educated guess on what can happen coming up. And it inevitably answers that question that everybody wants to know: how much do I need to be spending on ads, for example? Or, hey, I need to get this many people into such and such promotion if I want to be hitting my goals. Okay, cool. Well, you get to look at all the different lead sources and how do you increase the different lead sources, hopefully without having to pay more money in the process. So hope you got a ton out of this episode here. These are the exact type of conversations, that are happening on a much grander scale too, going much more deeply into things as well. So if you're looking for this kind of help in your business, and again, this is just one small example, this is what we help you do inside of our Accelerator coaching program for established online course creators and coaches. And by established, I mean you're doing at least 8K per month in revenue from your online business, and you're looking to scale, but you're not really sure how to do that. You're feeling overwhelmed. You're probably feeling stuck in your business. You're not really sure what next steps to be taking in order to grow, in order to create more profit, more impact, while hustling less with less hustle. This is a big, big theme of Accelerator. This is not about working longer and harder, quite the contrary. So if you are interested in learning more and applying, we have rolling open enrollment, okay? Because we're here to help you when you're ready, not just like 1 or 2 times a year. So it's application only. Go to rickmulready.com/accelerator, and we look forward to reviewing your application. And as always, my friend, thank you so much for tuning into the podcast here. Super appreciate you. Until next time, be well, and I'll talk to you soon. Hey, my friends, if you are an established online course creator and or coach, or maybe you're a teacher entrepreneur and you want to be growing and scaling your online business to the next level, whatever that next level looks like for you, but maybe you're feeling stuck in your business. You're not really sure what next steps to take, things to be doing in your business in order to grow and scale your business. Maybe you're doing all the things and you're feeling overwhelmed. And maybe you're heading towards burnout, right? Maybe you just want to plan on how to grow your business without working longer and harder. Well, that is exactly what we help you do inside of our Accelerator coaching program. This is about helping you create more profit, more impact with less hustle. Because my friend, this is not about working more hours, longer hours, and harder, etc. Right? This is about helping you get unstuck so that you stop spinning your wheels and you are creating the business that is ideal for you and helping the kind of people that you want to help while generating the revenue and profit that you want to be generating. If this sounds like something you're interested in, this is one-on-one coaching, group coaching, and a mastermind experience where we give you a growth plan that you follow step by step for your specific business. This is personalized coaching, right? And you're also surrounded by support, other coaching from the other members, and accountability. That is what embodies our Accelerator coaching program. This is application only, and it is rolling, ongoing open enrollment. This is not open close, right? So if you want to learn more and apply, just go to rickmulready.com/accelerator. All right, my friends, thank you as always for tuning into the episode here today. Super appreciate you. Until next time, be well, and I'll chat with you soon.